Everyone, I'm Dom Griffin, your favorite film critic, and you're watching the Armchair Auteur. This is an ongoing video series I do where we talk about new movies, old movies, screenplay analysis, television series reviews, that sort of thing. So if you like movies and movie adjacent popular culture, and you want to see someone pick those things apart, then you're in the right place and you should consider subscribing. Miss me?
Miss me, now she wanna kiss me.
Yeah, it's been ages since my last video. You guys weren't even around for like the Periwinkle Prince era. This is just, my hair is just washed out from the last color I did. I haven't made a new video in about 3 months, and I have a video coming out at the end of the week. That's like a review, just like a regular review video. I haven't done one of those in a minute, and I just didn't want that video to be saddled with all the baggage of explaining where I've been. Not that I have to explain myself, but like I kind of feel like I need to. I just didn't want that video to open up with all this stuff. So this is just sort of like one of those channel update type videos that YouTubers do when they get busy and they feel guilty about it. Basically, this video is about how the movies are back, comma, baby.
Back to the movies.
But about how I personally don't really feel back. Not yet, anyway. Last month, when I saw John Wick Chapter 4 at a press screening, it felt like a religious experience. Just 3 straight hours of the most beautiful, ornate carnage, and some of the most thrilling, impressive stunt work the mainstream has seen since, well, the last John Wick movie. In my review of the film for the Baltimore Beat, link in the description below, I talked about how, like, the one benefit of the pandemic and us going through, like, this long, lengthy drought where new releases came at, like, this snail's pace, and it just felt like, you know, it felt like just we're stuck in this contentless desert, kind of. One of the benefits of that is that now, every time, like, a big movie comes out that really sort of restores the feeling, it feels like movies as, like, a concept are back. Not just, oh, I just watched a good movie, but, like, oh my God, the entire, like, enterprise of seeing films has returned. I felt it with The Batman. I felt it with Ambulance. I felt it when I finally saw Top Gun Maverick.
Sir.
I felt it at Megan.
What are you doing?
And I certainly felt it with John Wick.
What about you, Mr. Vic?
I'm going to kill you.
Things in the industry have been pretty good. Like, the movie industry is still bouncing back at a very slow rate, but like just movies in general, like we've been getting horror movies, we've been getting like adult dramas aimed at like regular folk. The Marvel machine seems weaker than ever. Like, it seems like it's actually finally gonna, like, you know, slow down after like all this endless supremacy. But even the movies I've seen and the movies that I've liked, they've kind of left me wanting. I loved Scream 6 when it came out. I love all the Scream movies. They're going to have to make a really terrible one for me to jump off ship. I really liked Air. I loved Air. I think one of Ben Affleck's best movies, really enjoyable film. I even liked Dungeons & Dragons, Honor Among Thieves, even though I'm a little embarrassed that I fell asleep in the middle of it during the early morning press screening I went to. Reviews for anything I've covered since, like, you guys last saw me are in the description below. Anything I've written for Looper, anything I've written for the Baltimore Beat, like, I'm still reviewing movies. I just haven't been here in the video space with you guys. But once those movies were over, the high just didn't last. Fuck. I saw this TikTok the other day.
It was, you know, the end of the 60s, the late 60s, and everybody was happy, and we were all...
And it made me a little bit sad, retroactively, for how much I took the fall and winter of 2019 for granted. Like, that was a time where there were so many killer movies at the end of that year, right before COVID, everything happened. And like, I don't remember really treating that era like it was important. You know what I mean? I felt kind of like I didn't appreciate it enough. And now, you know, even though the movies are back, comma baby, I still feel like they could just be plucked away at any given time. So rather than risk this current period that we're in becoming something I regret later, I wanted to try to force myself back into actually catching up on some movies I haven't seen. So I made myself a little pile of 2023 releases that I have not watched or reviewed. And by pile, I mean, I just went to like the top 25 torrents for new movies and downloaded them all. Sorry. And I was like, I have some time this weekend. I'll just catch up on movies. Like, my weekend should be slow enough. I have time to binge. I can just movie. And I was very stoked to do it. But out of like 12 movies I was actually serious about planning to watch, I watched 3 of them. The first was 65, the Adam Driver versus Dinosaurs movie. It is so rare that a simple 90-minute genre movie disappoints me, but this one did very little for me. The setup is cool and it's got decent pacing, but if you replace Driver with just about any other actor, it would be borderline unwatchable. If anything, this movie renewed my profound adoration for this man as one of the best actors of our generation. He's so believable and compelling in literally anything. This is why I can live with him joining the MCU as Reed Richards, since it'll come sandwiched between 2 new Michael Mann movies. He might be the only cat who won't get fully swallowed up in that machine. Then I watched Murder Mystery 2 with the Sandman and Jennifer Aniston. All I can really say about this movie is that it's top-tier fiddle-with-your-phone cinema. James Vanderbilt wrote a simple mystery that leaves space for a lot of Sandler improv and allows you to check out at regular intervals without actually missing anything.
Can't believe that just
I
happened.
think we're gonna be getting our phones back.
I had a dick pic on mine, but that's gone.
I hope they make like 6 more. Then I watched Operation Fortune Ruse de Guerre, a spy movie that was supposed to come out last year, but unfortunately had Ukrainians in the film in a way that was deemed insensitive to the conflict that began at the time. It is basically the most bottom-tier, forgettable Guy Ritchie output imaginable, with everyone except Hugh Grant and Aubrey Plaza sleepwalking through the production. Not bad per se, but sorely lacking Ritchie's penchant for actual fun. It feels sort of like a Mark Miller comic if he couldn't actually get a dope artist to draw it. I actually had enough time to squeeze in one more movie this weekend, but when I was about to do it, I instead closed my laptop and I just went to do my other 2 favorite things that I've been doing for the last few months, which is just mindlessly scrolling TikTok and watching professional wrestling. Like, I really want to see if Infinity Pool is good. I really liked Brandon Cronenberg's last movie and I really wanted to see how this one turned out. But instead of watching Infinity Pool, I could just watch a YouTube video about Jim Cornette explaining why he stopped working for Ring of Honor for like the 10th time.
You're a fucking idiot. You fucking put us out of the pay-per-view business, you stupid son of a bitch. I knew this was gonna fucking happen. We're never gonna do another one of these again because nobody will ever fucking buy it, so fuck you, you fucking idiot.
Or I could just look at more memes about Ice Spice on TikTok.
I got a couple dances. This one is one of my dances, right? I'll be doing this all day. And I'll be doing this. There's like a challenge now on TikTok. I'll be seeing that shit all day. It's funny as fuck.
And lately, both of those things do it for me just about as much, if not more so, than watching a good movie. You know what's crazy about the TikTok thing? There's a bunch of Gen Z sort of Sigma grind set adjacent individuals who upload movies in like these little bite-sized chapters on TikTok, and I will watch a whole ass movie on there 3 minutes at a time, interspersed throughout my For You page as the algorithm deems fit, and it almost feels like you're watching a movie in like serial form. And I could stop. I could close the app and go open it on a streaming service and watch the movie in full, but I don't want to. I could do that without someone having overlaid it with weird filters and like really ostentatious text captions and like random Metro Boomin instrumentals, but no, it's like part of the experience. It's like a weird, fun way to rewatch Moneyball or The Martian or what have you.
Every one of us has to find a reason to do this. You don't climb into a T-180 to be a driver. You do it because you're driven. You are the devil.
Oh, Mr. Sullivan, you're here. Good morning. Maybe you could tell me what you think is going on. Please, speak as you might to a young child or a golden retriever. It wasn't brains that got me here, I can assure you of that.
I think the culprit is just like me. It's me. Hi. Like it's me. I'm the problem. Like, or rather, just the fact that I have like 2 jobs and they both center around movies in a way that is making me have like a borderline hostile relationship with the art form. I run a movie theater. I'm at work right now. We're not open. I'm not really at work, but I'm here. You know, when I'm here, I have to think about movies so pragmatically. I have to look at them in terms just of dollars and cents. So a movie that I might in real life as like a critic and a film enthusiast that I might champion for its artistic merit, if I look at it and I know that numbers wise it's gonna like people aren't gonna come, like no one's gonna come here, I look at that movie with such derision. I get so sick of opening these art house films that like nobody's gonna come to see really, And I'd rather just play some family movie, like with cartoon colors and, I don't know, like random Who Let the Dogs Out needle drops, because those movies will make money. And if those movies make money, I can staff more of my staff and they can pay their bills. And if I have to take risks on the new Ari Aster joint and then it stinks up the place, that sucks. That makes me look at movies in a way that I don't like looking at movies, but in a way I can't help but look at movies if I want things to go well here. As a critic, I mean, like, burnt out is not quite the correct term for what I have been lately. Last year, I think I produced fewer print, web, or video reviews in the year 2022 than I have any other year that I've been doing this. I've been doing this for like 10 years. I'm still staying busy right now currently and going to screenings and covering films and stuff, but like my heart is just not in it. I originally toyed with the idea of making the thumbnail for this video just the Linus I'm thinking of retiring meme. Because like that face he made in that video, he did not end up retiring, is like literally how I feel like all the time. There's not been a day this month where I have not texted a friend just being like, I'm fucking done with this shit. I'm gonna start an OnlyFans. It is a lot of factors at play as well. A lot of things contributing to me not liking and maybe not wanting to be a critic anymore. High functioning depression, imposter syndrome, extreme feelings of creative inadequacy, an increasing and all-consuming fear that I have spent years tricking people into thinking I'm like an actual intellectual, like I'm an actual smart person, and that if this channel or my audience grows even like a little bit, that I'm gonna get exposed and everyone's gonna figure out that like I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, and that I've just been getting by on being a guy who talks a lot and fast, and I'd just be fully exposed as a charlatan of the highest order. It's not all self-imposed malice here. Like some of it is genuine dissatisfaction with just like the world of being a critic, with like the state of online discourse, with like some of the weird hoops that like we have to jump through to get access to new product and screenings and stuff, and just the sense that like I don't know what it's for or who it's for anymore. And like I used to not care because it was like for me, I like doing it, but I don't know, I've just been in like this weird space. And I don't want to get into all the inside baseball stuff about what makes being a critic difficult, because to anyone that doesn't do it, it sounds extremely whiny and niche and stupid, because on a very like fundamental level, you're just going to watch movies and then you have homework about it. Like it's actually not more complicated than that. But if you've done it for a lengthy period of time, you've done it like at a professional level or whatever, like, you know, there's just a bunch of like quirks that make it suck sometimes and make you go, why am I doing this? Why? Suffice to say, I've just been like really out of it. On several occasions recently, I've just been thinking about rebranding the channel entirely to just being about wrestling content and just becoming like a wrestling media pundit. And like a couple of things got in the way there, thankfully. One is that like trying to run a YouTube channel with like wrestling B-roll, you're just gonna get copyright stricken to fucking death, so like there's almost no point. I have a couple of videos on this channel that I'm very, very proud of, that I put a lot of work into, that you just basically can't watch because of the number of times I got like just copyright fucked and like I just let it go. Sad. The other part of this is that I hate so many people in wrestling media that the thought of one day waking up and seeing a screenshot of one of my videos like deep fried into someone's like reaction hot take response thumbnail, like I'd commit a crime. I'd probably like commit serious violence, and that's probably not good. It's like I've wanted to quit, but only because I just can't see a way through to liking this again. And like I know it's possible. Like I'm not, you know, I'm not like a complete nihilist or something. Like I know that good things are possible, and that like the way I've been feeling for a long time lately is not forever, but like you hit a point sometimes where like you can't see what you could do to get back to that place when things were good, and it just becomes easier to just be like, what if I just don't fucking do it? What if I just like get into something else? What if I like stop reviewing movies? And what if I got really into like, I don't know, like Gundam model kits or like barbecue? Well, I could start collecting stamps. All that to say is just that I like being a critic. I like writing. I like doing what I do. And through all of the depressive episodes I've experienced in life and all the hardships and stuff, one of the constants for me has always been that like, hey, this is a thing I'm pretty good at. I like doing it. People respond well to it, and it feels like it matters in some sense. It feels like what I'm doing is like good. and I should keep doing it. And I liked the feedback loop of feeling good about something and then other people seeming to enjoy it. And then, you know, like I like it, and I miss that. And I'm just worried that maybe I'm not good enough anymore for that. Not feeling good at this shit has just been eating away at me, really badly, and like really badly. And I act like it's not a big deal, or like, whatever, it's just like a thing. But like, no, it's like actually been like really bothering me. I don't want to quit. I mean, I want to quit, but I'm saying I don't want to quit anymore. Like, I want to, but I'm trying to get over that hump. And, you know, I figured the only way to really do it is kind of like hold myself accountable publicly and just commit to trying. I, as I'm speaking, still don't know what I'm going to do differently to make this something I love again. But I mean, it'll probably come to me eventually, right? You know, I just figure I should just try. Trying is important. Effort is important. It's important to not get downtrodden by feeling like better things aren't possible. And I always preach a lot of positivity to my friends and people in my life when they're struggling with stuff. But then when I am, I'm just kind of like, well, fuck it. I'm a huge proponent of like, well, whatever, which is, you know, not good. We got to grow sometime. So yeah, I can't promise or commit to like having more consistent uploads, even though I want to. I can't guarantee I won't have another similar fucking video like this in June or something. But I'm going to try to put more stuff out. I mean, I might just experiment and try different things. I don't know yet, but I'm going to be trying more. If you guys like to see a person push a boulder up a hill. Whenever you're watching this, if you're watching this when this goes live, it'll be yesterday for you, but for me it's tomorrow, is my 7th soberversary. It'll be 7 years that I have not had any alcohol, which is pretty cool. And it's a cool accomplishment, and I'm personally very bad at being proud of things that I do, or of like having pride in accomplishments of mine. It's just a thing. I'll work on it. But I really want to do something else this year that like is good, that feels good, that I'm happy about. Because as proud as I am of staying sober, I just don't want my biggest achievement in 2023 to be like, didn't drink vodka, didn't walk into traffic. Some days, those two things are huge accomplishments, and I'm very proud of them. But, you know, maybe we can aim a little bit higher, right? Like, we could do that. So, thank you guys for watching this. If you did, it's cool if you didn't. Yeah, I'm seeing a movie Thursday that I'll probably have a review of Friday morning, afternoon. Neither of the other publications I write for need reviews of this film, so I thought, well, I guess I can just do this for the channel, for the boys. When I say for the boys, I don't mean like everybody, like even, you know, it's like I don't know if that's like a gender non-inclusive, whatever. For everybody, for you guys, for the people that like my shit. And then after that, I don't know. I mean, maybe I'll do more kind of informal videos just about whatever I've been watching. I had a new project I wanted to start a couple months ago that it's just not been feasible, but that might happen in the near future. I don't know. We might get weird with it. We might just get really weird around here if it just means that we can kind of get back into the act, like Whoopi Goldberg and famed sequel Sister Act 2, Back in the Habit. We're back in the habit. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you loved it, you can subscribe and you can see more of whatever this is. And if you have any questions or you want to talk about anything, or I don't know, call me names or ask me stuff, whatever, you can do that in the comments below. I'll respond whenever I can. I hope everyone's doing well and staying safe and being good to yourselves and each other. We'll talk soon. Thanks for watching.